Hey there, great to see you again. Firstly, I'd like to apologize for my previous video if it looked underwhelming, as I was having cold at the time and it had been in the backlog for too long. So it was made the decision to just post, but I would still like to thank you who had watched it as well. I really appreciate it regardless. Anyway, in this video, I would like to talk about how you can stream directly with your own mobile phone. How it all got started was that I have a second channel, Busters G, in which I would stream me playing games. I played mobile games too at that time, but I disliked the experience of streaming using phone emulators like BlueStack and the likes. So that's when I started to wonder how we can stream directly from my phone instead. Actually, I had done a shorts video, as you can see from the screenshot over here. I will link the link down below as well, so that if you would like to watch, you can, but allow me to explain again. So with that, the journey for searching also began. One thing that's obvious is we need a cable that can take input data from our phone and then somehow convert it to HDMI output data, because most of our PC system as well as our laptops, if you are using laptop to stream from your mobile phone, we do need HDMI to output our data by taking our monitors or the laptop screen as the output display. At least this was what I tried to imagine. And then just like in anything, there's this thing called video capture card. Although usually I only have heard about it typically being used for consoles, not really for phones yet. However, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So at least we know that we need a cable that works for my phone. This is the phone that I'm currently using. So it uses USB-C, and also of course the video capture card to output to our monitor so that we can do the screen record. So then after further research, I found that video capture card are pretty much the same despite all the different shapes and sizes. So the only challenge would be for the cable. In short, what I found are these. The ones that I got are all from Ugreen, and this is not a sponsored video, so it's more of my personal preference because I had used Ugreen products, specifically their cables and dongles, for a long time now. So I just trust them more. So for the first one, it consists of these two products. This is the cable that will connect from your phone and convert it into HDMI. Meanwhile, this is the video capture card. So it consists of these two products. How it works is that you're supposed to connect the cable, the HDMI end over here. I don't know whether you can see. Alright, so this end over here, you have to connect it to this end of the video capture card. So you just connect it this way, and then it will form one long disc cable. Alright, so this end, currently it only supports USB type A, and then you just plug it to your system and you should be able to stream directly from your phone. Meanwhile, this piece over here, this USB-C port, is to connect to your phone. So for my case, it's USB-C, as you can see over here. Oops, it's a little bit blurry. Hold on, guys. Sorry guys, it's a little bit blurry. So yeah, basically from this whole thing, this USB-C over here, you just connect to your phone this way. And this is how it looks like as a whole. Okay, let me back up for a little bit. Okay. Alright. So yeah, this cable over here is actually called the USB-C to HDMI 4K cable. I got the USB-C one because, like I showed earlier, my phone supports USB-C. I will put up the specs somewhere here on the screen. The second product you need is this video capture card. So this is the one that I showed you earlier, whereby you are supposed to plug the other end to your PC or your computer system, right? And this is my first video capture card I have. So I got it from Ugreen as well. So it's like if you get both from Ugreen, it shouldn't go wrong. However, I believe the cable should work on any video capture card on theory, because all the capture cards you typically they takes in HDMI cable, so it should work as well. So if you happen to use a different capture card, do share with me by commenting down below. I would love to know for sure, so that we all also can learn. Thank you for that. And the setup is actually pretty simple. There is a manual inside to guide you as well, although it looks like it is using OBS as example. So to show you briefly, here is how it looks like. Yeah, the text is a little bit small, but don't worry, because there are pictures included, so it's not really hard to set up. Although I'm not sure when they took the screenshot from the OBS, because some of the settings actually look a little bit different as compared to now. So with that, maybe I'll show how to set up from my own OBS. Yeah, by the way, I'm also using OBS, so here's how to set it up. So I'm going to demonstrate a little bit how you can set it up by just following the guide. So for this first one, there are two things that you have to set up. One is for the display, the video itself. The other one is for the audio. So very simple. You just open the plus here and then add a video capture device. We just call it video capture device. And then over here, you change it to USB video. So my ProSteam webcam, yeah, I've been using webcam to record my video, but you change it to a USB video, and there you go. You can see that my phone is already displayed over there. But if you want further configurations, look at this section below, and that's it. Really simple. Moving on. Now, for the second one is what I would call the 2-in-1. This is how it looks like for the box. Okay. Yes. So it is also from Ugreen, but there's only one dongle needed instead of two. Apparently, it is called the USB-C capture card, but look at this cable. So the cable is definitely longer, I have to say. Yes, so the cable is definitely longer, but you only need one piece only instead of two pieces. So over here, there is the USB-C port. So this part is going to be plugged into your phone. Let me show you very briefly. All right, over there, as you can see, there's like the phone logo over there. So that indicates that this end is supposed to be plugged into the phone. Meanwhile, at this end, this is how it looks like. You can see that there's also another label over there, and it shows like there is like a laptop icon over there. Yes, so this end is supposed to be plugged into your computer system. But as you can see over here, there's like over here you can actually see like there are like two pieces over here, like the USB type A adapter, this thing, and this one is actually the USB-C. Alright, so this piece is great. First thing first, there's only one piece, and second thing, I'll tell you later why. But bear in mind that its resolution may not be as high, because it says here, like in the box, instead of 4K, it says 2K. Yes, you can see at the corner there. So maybe the resolution is slightly lower, but it's still usable for streaming. But here is why I decided to look for one more, because initially I was actually settled with the first one. I was quite contented with the first method, in which you need two different so-called equipment, right? So after streaming for a while, there's one thing that I realized is lacking from the first one, which is the charging port. My phone only has one USB-C port, and when it is used for streaming, you can't charge the phone at the same time. And I do stream for hours too, so very often it drained my phone. And to charge the phone fully every time is not possible as well, because as I stream at night, which means some amount of my phone use will have definitely been used during the daytime, right? So that's when I started to wonder if there is another one that includes charging feature, and there it is. If you are looking at this piece over here, right? So this is how it looks like. You see how this is how it looks like. All right, and if you look at the side over here, there's that small port over there. This is a USB-C port actually. So this is where the equipment actually allows you to charge your device from. So it's basically 2-in-1. You can stream your phone, but at the same time you can also charge your phone. So with that, you can stream as long as you want without having to worry that your phone will die halfway. Alright, so in this setup, it's going to be for the second one. Let me show you. First, same thing. create the video capture device, name it however you want it. And then over here, now for this case, instead of USB, it actually shows up as Ugreen 25772. So like I said earlier, sometimes it will show up as Ugreen, sometimes it will show up as USB. So do pay attention to that. So let me switch to Ugreen, and as you can see, just like that, it captured my phone. Now, depending on what you choose, you may or may not need the audio input capture guide, because the guide that it provides you for this 2-in-1, there is audio input capture guide as well. But for my case, I only set up for the video capture device, and somehow it can capture the audio as well. So for your case, do play around with it and see which one works for you best. Alright, so that's it for this manual setup. Moving on. So as you can see, I actually found it simpler to set up. Maybe it is because there's only one dongle needed, hence it's easier. Oh, on top of that, you have both typical USB-A and USB-C port options as well, depending on what port you are plugging it into. Isn't that amazing? I mean, it's so versatile. You can charge, you can stream all in one cable, and you don't have to worry that your phone will die halfway. And you have the option to, plug into your USB type A port or USB type C port depending on the availability. Oh, and there's one more, guys. I'm not sure whether you can see, but the material of the cable is actually the braided version. You see? So that means you don't have to worry your cable spoil easily, which is great. This is the type of cable that is really good to have. So all in all, I would say the quality is really good. It's pretty good, I have to say. But unfortunately, the resolution is slightly lower, I have to say. Instead of 4K, it's actually just 2K. But most of the time when you are streaming from your phone, it's only streaming like 30 FPS at most, although you can configure it inside your settings to get as high as possible. But yeah, I think it really depends on your own preference. Well, that's all about it. I hope this will help you as well, because I noticed there's not a lot of guides about streaming with your phone out there. If you have any constructive feedback, please leave your comments down below, and if you find this really helpful, do leave a like. I really appreciate it. With that, I'll see you on the next one. Stay hydrated and bye bye.